You guys are probably looking at the thumbnail like, whoa, yeah, your Flowerhorn went crazy. This box is gonna turn around momentarily. I'm really loving this fish right here. Viewer discretion is advised. Let's go.
Hana Hui A Maui.
Aloha, this is your boy, Brother Mel, the Hawaiian fish keeper. And I'm over here outside getting this table ready for the next episode of Pimp My Filter. Now, if you haven't seen any of the episodes of Pimp My Filter, don't worry about it. Your boy hooked you up. I made a playlist. I'll put a card up there. Go ahead and click that card and it'll show you the episodes that I've created so far. There's still 2 more, so just be ready for them. Now, this video here is pretty crazy. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. It's pretty wild. It's pretty deranged, but I had to do it. Like I said earlier, like when I first started this channel, I'm gonna be transparent. If I make a mistake, I'm gonna share it with you guys so we can learn together as an ohana. So you guys are probably looking at the thumbnail like, whoa, what happened? Yes, boy, the Flowerhorn, I gave him a tank mate. But before you guys get all like, ooh, it's a Flowerhorn, you can't add a fish with a Flowerhorn, just take a look at the footage. It's about my SALVINI cichlid, Miss Cindy Crawford. Yes, she's beautiful like that. The reason why I named her Cindy Crawford is because my SALVINI cichlid has like a little beauty mark right here on its lower, I don't know, by its gill plate. So it just kind of reminded me of Cindy Crawford. She's a female, she's beautiful. And you know, it's old school. You know, Cindy Crawford's old school. So let me show you what I did for Boy the Flowerhorn and Mrs. SALVINI, AKA Cindy Crawford. Let's go. Okay, so here is the setup. Mrs. SALVINI is kind of tank mates with Boy the Flowerhorn. I set up a divider in the tank for her to accommodate one side and he can accommodate the other. Plus, it's going to help Boy the Flowerhorn later on in the future when I put him in a Flowerhorn competition. He's going to have to share a tank with another fish, so this is going to help get him used to that. As you can see, he's kind of a chill fish, but don't let him fool you. He's extremely vicious. And SALVINI cichlid, Mrs. Cindy Crawford on the left side there, my SALVINI cichlid, she's doing great. Colors are just banging. She totally recovered from her little mishap that she had in the predator tank with my Ocellaris peacock bass, baby Zeus. But if you look at her, she's so lively, she's healthy, and she's doing great. She's eating great. Made a full recovery. That's what I'm just going to say. She made a full recovery. And you look at Mr. Boy the Flowerhorn, he doesn't really pay too much attention to her. You know, he kind of stays on his side. He kind of goes up to the egg crate divider. And, you know, he will kind of like stick his mouth in between the holes and not really nibble at her, but, you know, I don't know what he's doing. To me, it kind of looks like a little bit of courtship going on. She is a female. You can tell she's a female by that yellow, or I should say that red belly. She has a red belly, which the females have a red belly and the males don't. They are a Central American cichlid. And if my honest opinion, I would say the female has more color than the male just because of that red belly. So if you ever want to get a SALVINI cichlid, yeah, both of them are very colorful. Normally it's just the male that's super colorful, but in this species of fish, the SALVINI cichlid, yeah, the female has more color than the male. So either way, if you buy a male or a female, you're getting a great looking fish. Now if you look at Boy the Flowerhorn, he just sits there and eyes her down, eyes her down. Don't let him fool you, though. When I put him in the predator tank, he went ham on everybody. He made sure everybody in the tank knew he was going to be the boss. It was getting so bad. He was even going after my Ocellaris peacock bass, baby Zeus. It was getting so bad that I had to take him out and create this new tank for him. The only reason why I put him in that 120-gallon predator tank is because at my LFS, he was in a tank with like 4 other types of cichlids. So I kind of rolled the dice on introducing him into the predator tank, which he wasn't a big fish either at the time. He was one of the smaller fish, or maybe right at the normal size. But yeah, you just can't mess with Boy the Flowerhorn. As you can see, Miss SALVINI cichlid, she's just doing great. She's doing lovely. Look at her. Look at her fins. It's like a yellow. Don't worry, that's not ick on her dorsal fin either. That's just part of her speckles on her body. Look at that teal color. Look at the red on her belly and her fins. Like I was saying, her tail, that yellow with like the red orange tip. It looks like fire. She's just beautiful. I'm really, really, really loving this fish, and I'm so thankful that I was able to nurse her back because, ooh wee, she was taking a beating. I'll leave all the links about her in the description below, so check them out from when I got her and updates on her when she got beat up, all that. So, yeah, look at her. She's doing great. Isn't she lovely? Cindy Crawford. And look at Boy the Flowerhorn. It's almost like there's some courtship going on. I'm not sure. She is a female, and I think he's a male. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments. Look at him. Yeah, I think he wants to be a piece of her. Definitely. But she's just kind of flashing her little colors at him. Not sure if she's enticing him to mate. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Just interesting to me, you know? He just sits there and just looks at her. He's like, girl, I wish you would. Come over to my side. Okay, so this is the part of the video where it takes an extreme turn to the dark side. Now, when I say dark side, I mean this type of dark. All right, so this is where your boy went wrong. Yes, the Hawaiian fish keeper messed up, and this is where I won't be afraid to admit my flaws. This is where we're gonna learn together. And I should have known this too. I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt because I know better, you know? So egg crate, this is what I use, right? This is the egg crate that's used in the hobby. I use this for a divider. I cut it to size. I cut it a little bit bigger so I can wedge it in between the glass and make it nice and tight and snug so fish can't push it over. And then I'll put, just as a safety precaution, suction cups here on the glass, and it'll just hold it in place. Now, Boy the Flowerhorn, he needed it because when it was wedged in like this in the glass, this top part here was still kind of loose for whatever reason. It was just kind of flimsy. So I was gonna put a couple suction cups on each side and just to hold it in place. I didn't. I would watch him. He would never put pressure on this divider at all. So I took it for granted. Well, lo and behold, one day he decided to nudge the top corner and he pushed it down like this and he swam to the other side. And that's when all hell broke loose. I noticed that Boy the Flowerhorn wasn't on his side and the actual divider was down. And I was like, oh! So I looked over to the side. I see him on top of her in the corner and just going to work, just pop, pop, pop. And she's almost just like on her side. So I immediately go into action. I grab a net, I scoop him up, put him on his side, I grab the divider, I put it back, and I wedge it in there extra tight now, and then I also put my little suction cups there. Now, when it's actually too late, I thought she was dead. I look at her, she's actually still breathing. I did a complete water change, about 50%. Aquarium salt, and then put her in a breeder box just so I can keep her concentrated in one spot because I'm going to dose her with some meds. And this is what I gave her. I gave her some stress coat right off the bat. Aloe vera is in this, right? So it helps to replace the slime coat of fish. She needed it, trust me. Then I went in with Pimifex. Now, when I'm actually adding the Pimifex, I'm actually pouring just one capful, right? It's just one capful for like, I think every 20 gallons, 10 millimeters for 20 gallons. That's a 40-gallon tank. But because I was actually pouring it into a breeder box that has vents on the side of it, I figured, you know what? I can pour this in there and it's going to concentrate right in that little area where she's at. She can't swim away from it. And it's going to treat her wounds faster. This was my theory when I applied this. So I didn't use a lot of it, just 10 millimeters, a full cap. And so Pimifex rapidly treats fungal infections on body and fins. So I've been using this forever. And then I also used Melifix. I dosed her with some of this too. 10 milliliters, just a capful, right in that little breeder box, that concentrated area, right? Melifix, I'm a big fan of it. Rapidly repairs damaged fins and open wounds. Yes, open wounds. It's pretty bad, guys. It promotes regrowth of damaged tissue and fins. This is what Miss Salvini, Cindy Crawford, needed. If you have a weak stomach and you feel bad to see fish that are kind of beaten up a little bit, go ahead and fast forward it and we'll have a little talk at the end. Boy, the Flowerhorn did some damage. He did some serious damage, and she's already been through a lot, right? So I feel really bad because it was my fault. So, like I said, viewer discretion is advised. Let's go. Damn! Yeah, I know, Craig. I know, Smokey. Thanks, man. But yes, here she is, guys. As you can see, that open wound. Oh, so bad. It breaks my heart. Her dorsal fin, and we just saw how beautiful she was too. You know, I was just shooting the video on how beautiful she was. Look at her tail. It's you know, it's practically gone. But she's loving the carnivore sinking pellets. She's eating those. I fed her 2 of them last night and she ate them, so that's a good sign. This is the breeder box that I have her in, just momentarily, just so I can get some medication on her, especially those open wounds. Let me flip the box and show you what the other side looks like, okay? So this box is going to turn around momentarily just because of the current, and you can see the opposites. Oh, well, I guess she's not going to let us see the other side. Give her some thoughts, some prayers. Matter of fact, give her a like for this video, all right? Let's do a hashtag. Hashtag Cindy Crawford down in the comments, all right, guys? There we go. That a girl. You can see. She's kind of beat up on that side too as well, but not as nearly as bad as the other side. And you can see a better look at her tail, which, oh my gosh, it just breaks my heart, you know? This guy right here, man. Now some of you guys may be saying, yeah, your Flowerhorn went crazy. No, my Flowerhorn didn't go crazy. My Flowerhorn went Flowerhorn.
That tiger ain't go crazy. That tiger went tiger.
Yeah, it was totally my fault. But look, now you know what I mean by the suction cups, right? You go ahead and just suction cup there on the glass, and it holds this part right here in place so it can't be moved that way. I just want to give a huge shout out to my ohana. That's you guys, all of my subscribers. That's what I call you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I'm actually very lucky and fortunate and blessed that you guys understand my silly type of humor and the way I create my content for my channel, you know, using this platform, YouTube, to express myself in the way I keep my fish. I've been getting a lot of real positive vibes and comments lately. I will keep you guys posted and updated on her progress. Hopefully she does good, you know, fingers are crossed, like I said. But other than that, follow me on Instagram. I will be posting update pictures and videos of her and all my other fish too. If you guys don't have an Instagram account, I suggest you go sign up and get one and go follow your boy, Hawaiian Fish Keeper. I usually post updates and sneak peeks before I actually post my YouTube videos. Other than that though, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, happy fish, happy life, much love and aloha. You're the one. Hana Hui A Maui.